If you listen to the current automotive industry narrative, the combustion engine is already dead. The future is entirely battery-powered, and automakers are eager to show off their zero-emission flagship models to prove they are leading the charge. But that frictionless timeline is hitting a massive wall of consumer reality. A highly lucrative segment of traditional SUV buyers, people with the capital to buy six-figure vehicles, are holding on to their internal combustion engines and refusing to plug in. To see how an automaker manages that demand crisis, look at this dark Porsche Cayenne. Specifically, notice those physical exhaust pipes and the traditional rear badging. Porsche continues to manufacture and sell this gas-powered model right alongside their brand-new electric equivalent. Selling two mechanically unrelated vehicles under the exact same nameplate is a highly unusual strategy. It represents a very expensive hedge against a market transition that is proving far less predictable than initially projected. The immediate problem for Porsche is that their current stopgap measure has an expiration date. In automotive development years, the gas-powered third-generation Cayenne is ancient. It originally launched back in 2017. Porsche gave it a cosmetic refresh for the 2024 model year, updating the screens and the styling, but the underlying architecture, the actual bones of the vehicle, are aging rapidly against a highly competitive luxury market. Curious, posing a direct question, this leaves the company staring down a multi-billion-dollar dilemma. Do they eventually force their stubborn, wealthy customer base into the new electric model, or do they sink massive research and development funds into a completely new internal combustion platform, right as global governments are aggressively trying to outlaw them? Porsche's response to this intense pressure closely mirrors the survival strategy every legacy automaker is currently forced to navigate. We now have the answer. Porsche blinked. Project manager Ralph Keller officially confirmed that a fourth-generation internal combustion engine Cayenne is actively in development. The production timeline is what makes this decision so notable. This new gas-powered vehicle will not hit the market until 2028 or 2029. That means Porsche plans to actively sell brand-new combustion vehicles deep into the 2030s. By standard automotive economic logic, this move is incredibly risky. Building a ground-up combustion platform today incurs astronomical R&D costs, and with impending sales bans looming in major markets, automakers no longer have the requisite 10 to 15-year lifespan to recoup those expenses. Porsche is highly profitable, but even they cannot absorb that kind of isolated financial hit. To pull this off, they need to exploit a massive corporate loophole. Behind the walls of this Porsche facility, that loophole is called Volkswagen Group synergy. Porsche is leveraging deep, established developmental ties with its sister brand, Audi, to make the math work. Look at the skeletal structure. This represents the modular MLB Evo and PPC platforms, designed to be shared across multiple brands, dividing heavy R&D costs. By utilizing these, the fourth-generation gas Cayenne will carry heavy structural DNA from Audi's upcoming Q7 and Q9. We already have physical proof of this strategy on the road. Take a look at this brown Audi Q7. Underneath the body panels, the current third-generation Cayenne already shares its main structural skeleton with this exact vehicle. The sharing stops at the expensive metal framing. Porsche independently develops the engine tuning, the suspension dynamics, and the interior to ensure the vehicle still drives and feels exactly like a luxury Porsche. They aren't building a new gas car from scratch. They are highly customizing an Audi skeleton to cheat the death of the internal combustion engine. Sourcing a cheap chassis is only half the battle. European emission standards are becoming increasingly brutal as we approach the 2030s, rendering traditional, unassisted high-performance gas engines functionally illegal to sell. To get the car past the regulators, Porsche has to rely on deep electrification. Instead of raw combustion, the new Cayenne will lean heavily on complex mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid powertrains. See this white Audi RS5 Sportback? The twin-turbocharged V6 plug-in hybrid setup currently utilized by Audi's performance division is heavily rumored to be the exact mechanical arrangement Porsche will drop into the new Cayenne to meet emission targets. They are also porting technology over from their own electric lineup. Porsche is actively planning to take the highly advanced active ride suspension system from the electric Cayenne and adapt it for the gas model. The fourth-generation internal combustion Cayenne survives not by fighting the green wave head-on, but by disguising itself with heavy hybrid technology and borrowed EV parts. And this strategy creates the nameplate doppelganger. Consumers walking into a showroom in the late 2020s will face a bizarre reality. They will be offered two completely different vehicles, built on entirely different chassis, utilizing different technology, connected by absolutely nothing but the marketing badge glued to the tailgate. Porsche's dual-track approach acts as a clear bellwether for the rest of the global automotive industry. The shift toward electrification is currently a period of massive overlap. Based on these development cycles, gas and electric models will occupy the same showroom floors for decades. Legacy automakers across the board are actively hedging their bets. They are utilizing shared modular platforms and complex hybrid stopgaps to ensure they remain highly profitable while waiting for the consumer EV market to truly mature. The timeline for electrification has officially stretched, because as long as there is a wealthy consumer willing to pay a premium to burn gas, automakers will find the engineering and economic loopholes required to sell them a car.